Hey guys, welcome back. I got another turn for you here, and this one's a doozy. This one is a doozy. On one hand, we got a big Krieg is dying, and we've been their only friendly neighbor, so we got a huge blood donation, which is probably going to make us a blood power, especially considering some of the plans I have for this turn, and some of the other things that happened. We kind of have a lot of blood mages now. We're going to be getting more. Now, with all that said, it's not really a great turn. And a lot of it has to do, most of it has to do with this. The Roboticist was teleported to Gwith. And that was down here. And motherfucking Erythia had a scout, or somebody of the coalition has a scout, and they saw I got the Roboticist, and they're like, I'm going to go steal him. I'm gonna spend 100 gems on Wish. Fucker. So he actually enslaves Mindham, but these guys who he summoned, we'll watch this again. These guys who he summoned kill him, thankfully, so he doesn't get him. I'm gonna murder. If only it made sense. If this guy neighbored me, I would murder him right now. I would dedicate myself to... What a fucker. What a little fucker. Instead, what we're going to do, guys, it is time now. He can come over here and attack me instead of sitting here doing his wish farm. I'm not going to attack him because he's got a tech advantage. But who I will attack is every other goddamn member of the coalition. We're going to kill Pelagia this turn. We're going to kill Ulm. We're going to wipe the coalition off the goddamn map. I don't even care. But oh my god, there's a lot of... Where are these guys going? I need to probably talk to Vanheim, because we have a non-aggression pact, but this is just a lot of dudes. Like, what is he doing? And a lot of these are Einhairs. This looks like an army set up to kill me, maybe. Like, where else does it go to? I need to ask him. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Okay, where are all these gems coming from? The pearls from Atlantis is for water gems. The pearls from Airmore are for death gems. Satis is sending me these for a crystal coin, which I sent him last turn. We actually hit some very good hunters in the dark. We had this guy, who I don't think was special. It just killed a black priest. Then we killed this fortune teller here on Fall of Sarl. And she had 15 gems worth... Oh, no. 25 gems worth of gear on her. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, you bitch. You're either with us or you're goddamn against us. That's not really true, but... I'm saying, I've got allies. I've got allies. Okay, buddy. Have your allies protect you from this shit. Now, we do fuck up this turn a little bit. I was a little overzealous. We sent my god in where we shouldn't have. I assumed this was all chaff over here where I sent my god. And my god may have died this turn. Now that is actually... It's annoying, actually, just because of the timing, because I needed it for... But my god's a magic being, and he's got these dudes on advance and cast spells, and they're going to do Iron Blizzard on him. And they may hit him with one Gifts from the Sky, or Gifts of Heaven. You can see he just murders these troops. And we're at 98 HP. And right now they're not going to do Iron Blizzard because there's too much collateral damage possible. I should have sent him in. I did this. I should have sent him in with a... whatchamacallit? Air shield thing. But look how much damage that did. That did so much goddamn damage. Yeah, it was another one of these blasts. I don't think I got hit from the Gifts of Heaven. Yeah, it's just a ton of this damage. Now, if I had... This largely gets negated by... Well, let's take a look at this again. Because this should largely get negated by having a shield, which is supposed to block... It didn't used to, but it's supposed to block these projectiles now. And this is a high... Or it's a reasonably high parry shield, so it should block a fair amount. I don't know if we're going to see that in the detailed combat log. Do it after the first cast of Iron Blizzard. Alright. So, we still have all our gear on and stuff. All negated attack. I can't tell, and I don't think it's going to tell me how many are hitting the shield, but the arrow fend thing would cut it by a factor of 5. So I probably should have had that. I didn't think there was much mage support in this army, I'll be honest. I was probably a little greedy. I should have seen what was in here. But yeah, I need whatchamacallit. Sorry, arrow fend. So anyway, our god gets wrecked. We honestly still could have won this, so I just put... I mean, there's a chance we could have died to Gifts of Heaven and stuff, but I don't know. And I could have negated that with luck. So I don't know. There's probably other stuff I could have done to win it. I just didn't scout. So that's unfortunate. We failed to get a Bloodhoff, and then we got the Black Acolyte. For Reach Through Dimensions, though, we got Lord Rlyeh. And this is the best one by far and away. Like, this is the reason you cast it, and we got it. I was worried Erythia had it. The nice thing about him is they cannot wish this guy away like they did my goddamn Roboticist. Yeah, the bad thing about it is... Well, here's the problem I have, guys. I need to cast Wish next turn. Because if he wishes for the Roboticist again this turn, and if I can't wish for it, then he can put Wish Protecting Gear, which is like kind of what I have on this guy, but better. You ideally have much more magic resistance. This guy, if he wishes for him... I don't really care that much, but I'm going to care enough to try to protect him. We're going to go ahead and make a Bloodstone with him, but he's going to do Iron Will and then Earthquake, and the Earthquake should cause enough fatigue that it will make him hurt himself, and then he should take like 1 HP damage and teleport home from the Ring of Return. So anyway, that's... Now ideally, and we're also making it this time, we're making like another lead shield. You know, ideally we'll have soul... Armor of Souls and stuff we can put on too for extra good MR, and like a Starshine Skullcap for our important dudes. But Lord Rlyeh cannot be wished. We've got him scripted to return. He's got a Ring of Water Breathing, which he's going to need to go home. And so that I don't have to keep this stupid ring on him all the time, we're having him cast Enchant Algae, which will give him permanently Gift of Water Breathing. And what makes this guy so special is he's innate caster 2 with full slots, which there's not many of in the game. So that's pretty important. Yeah. Pretty goddamn important. We'll probably also do Ritual of Returning on him after we've done Enchant Algae. What I would like for him, there's some things he can do that I like. The Path Diversity on him is also great. So one of the things I need to cast Wish, you need an Astral 5, which we have. My god is Astral 7, so it's really, this is why I say it's unfortunate he died, because you need to be either Astral 5 and have a Robe of the Magi, which I don't have, and I can't forge easily, except Lord Rlyeh, if I empower him in air, then I'll have the paths and boosters to get him up. But it's annoying. It's freaking annoying. So how is all of this going to work? Well, I want to go ahead and wish for the Roboticist. I also want to wish for the first couple and apotheosis them. And hopefully this guy who's playing Erythia doesn't do the same thing. I will say, it is a little frustrating. If I were playing Erythia, nobody would be giving me all of their pearls, I don't think. But he has a strategy that relies on people being idiots to push him into position 1. And it's almost working. It's almost working. If I weren't so goddamn huge, it would have worked. But, like, his research is amazing. And he's got a wish farm going. I have asked the guy who has Eyes of God... if this province has, if it has an alteration site, and it doesn't appear to. The place it went to is where his Wishcaster is. He said there's a fort and a temple, but no lab, which is odd. I don't know how there's no lab. Anyway. I guess there was a lab. I'm thinking he had an instant lab or something. I'm not even sure. We're going to go ahead and hit this with... If there's no lab, though, it means he can't magic phase out or anything. And he probably didn't have sneaky gear, so he can't sneak out. So the Wishcaster's probably here, and so is this stupid Enslaver dude. We're going to go ahead and hit it with about as many, and I probably should put it on this dude too, because I think I have one dude in range that was a Void Hunter that I think we're going to take off Void Hunting duty. I'll give him one of these. A lot of my casters aren't in range, but to me it is worth it take as many shots at this province as we can. Fuck him up. And I could maybe do more in here. Here's the other thing I need to tell you guys. You can probably tell from looking at the video, this is going to be a long episode. And by long, I mean extraordinarily long. I am overwhelmed by what I have to do this turn, and some of the way I'm planning on getting through it is talking to you as I do it. So this is going to be not a concise episode. This is going to be a lot of rambling, a lot of just me being frustrated and thinking how we're going to do this, and we're going to be very aggressive this turn. So anyway, the other guy we got Yosef Ulyanov, which I think is a play on Stalin and Lenin, because Stalin was Yosef and then Lenin's last name was Ulyanov, I believe. I could be wrong on that. Anyway, this guy's kind of weird. He's population killer, which I think is fitting given things. And when he comes with a bunch of commissars, which are these guys. And their job is to basically rob the population of their virgin women. Which, yeah, okay. It's not really their job, but fair enough. So, yeah, we're getting a blood economy going now. And especially with this, and especially given my plans, we're going to wizard tower this fort. And we're going to kill Ulm, is basically the TLDR. Ulm is like, oh, I've got allies. I can do, I'm not scared. You should be very scared. Ulm is like, for research, this is Ulm. They are like here and not very steep. So they probably have like an 8. We're going to have Army of Gold. We have this... we have so much stuff. Ulm cannot fight us, I don't think. I don't think he can fight us at all. I can't think of anything he can do. He's not going to have a 9 yet. We're going to go crush Ulm. We are going to crush him beneath our boot. I asked him for peace the other turn. I was like... And y'all been seeing the messages, right? But I was like... Anyway, it's annoying that my god died, but that's on me. But... He's coming in vulturing. Get the fuck out of my house. People are being so unfriendly. I'm going to be as unfriendly back to them as I can. As unfriendly back. Now, the elves are being friendly, so I'm going to be fine with the elves vulturing. But people being unfriendly to me, oh man, we are going to murder them. We are going to show them that the right course of action is to be like the elves and to go eat other people that aren't me. So, let's go through and watch the rest of the turn. Niflheim Scout, this is our god dying. Here we move on Tien. Here's our roboticist getting killed. Here's the forces of Jotunheim riding out valiantly into our army. This is the army coming over here to take the last fort down here. I think we got the commander. They should start dissolving. Jotunheim's being played by AI. I don't think the player would have moved a small stack here, which is why I rated it, but the AI did. There's just too many big giants, big pokey spears. Unfortunately, our mage died in the retreat here. We ping this. This is what Ulm's got on this fort. Which is basically a bunch of steaming hot garbage. They have invulnerability, like that even matters against Rlyeh. They've got a few Ghoul Guardians. They've got a Water Sprite. Fair amount of gems. They've got some dudes here. Mostly it's a big pile of steaming hot garbage. And we're going to kill it all. In fact, we're not going to kill it. I'm going to steal it. Look at these guys. They've got 4 magic resistance. Now, these guys are mindless, so they won't be targeted. These guys don't have great MR. It's only 11. The wolves have 4. The imps have like 8. We're literally going to steal all of this. It's about to be entirely ours. They've got a thug here. They've got this lady with a bunch of gear. I'm not even sure what she's going to do, to be honest. Except for die. We're sure about that. They've got this guy leading them. They're all going to die. They've got the Bloodhoff, who will probably be Soul Slayed. But we may be, we can't steal him because he's a prophet. So we'll Soul Slay him, most likely. It's going to be a goddamn rout. Or maybe we send him to the Void or something, I don't even know. He's going to die. So the way we're going to kill it is I'm going to Magic Phase and Army End. The problem of fighting this stupid coalition with Erythia is that I always have to worry about, like, okay, any of my uniques Erythia can wish for. And so I'm going to have, wish protection on them. So that's going to be annoying. You know, I think this guy too. What's his script here? I think I want him to do magic resistance first, in case he gets wished for, and then body ethereal and then attack closest. And he'll tear through a bunch of stuff. He's got pretty good... Yeah, he's also not a magic fiend too, so we're sending him over here to jump on top of these black acolytes, which may include some black priests, but if it does, I think we're okay. There's a maze here. It's a pretty good site, so... or a bunch of sites here, so... that will be cool. But the main force coming in over here is going to be... oh, we need to rename this guy. So we've got Julian. I think this will be Ricky. Going with the... we've got Bubbles, Julian, and Ricky. I think that's appropriate. These do seem like the most core people from Late Age Rlyeh. And we're astral traveling. Now, astral travel means you bring your army with you. And oh boy, are we bringing our army with us. We're bringing this guy in. We're doing Power of the Spheres, Power of the Void, our Communion Master, Power of the Void, Master and Slave. And I've got already 2 little dudes there, but we're going to bring in probably some more. But this will just be a complete route. And I've got enough gems on him where he can do it twice. And do it twice, in case TNC marches out. Do it twice, and because I was mentioning this thing about Erythia may wish for him, I'm probably going to bring a different dude in to storm the fort. So, like, we're teleporting in this guy with a whip, and with the whip, he'll be able to hold... wait, is it not this dude? Teleporting away... oh, wait, no, this guy's going to a cave. Maybe it's the guy in my capital. Wait, I think I had him somewhere. I don't know where I put him. This is the problem when you do the turn at different times. I'm, like, feeling overwhelmed right now, just trying to think about where all this stuff is. Where did I put the guy with the whip? Where did I put the guy with the whip? Do I have... here's one whip. Well, where... okay, where is... this guy actually would be very good to do it. So we might use him. I don't know where the other guy is, but basically we would do something like this. And I don't think there's a large army inside that fort. I'll have to go back and check, but I think the fort's mostly empty. And the only thing I really care about is probably getting... and I'm going to have to alchemize a bunch of gems. Is probably going to be getting Enter the Void off for this fight. So we'll switch all the dudes to him, and he has a ton of magic leadership too. So I think he can carry almost everybody, and then he'll storm. And then this guy, because he's probably going to be like, oh, I'll wish for this, because I'm a big douche. We're going to script him to do returning, so that he just pieces out. And we'll send him home to reload. We'll see. I have to the thing is, I really want to kill her. They're just going to be over here being a little fucker. And everybody's like, oh, we'll just give our gems to Erythia for him to print money all game. Yeah, so I want to come over here and kill him, but we're going to kill Pelagia first. Thing is, it doesn't make sense to fight into somebody with the tech advantage right now. So we're not going to do that. Yeah, so let's figure out what else. So here I've got these 4 guys. They're going to attack. They're going to become communion slaves. And let's probably move them a bit back. Some nice symmetry there. This guy is coming in. He's just going to do Enter the Void, which should be all I need. Because this is a big goddamn scary army on this dude. The only problem with only having... well, no, we've got some more dudes. What I might do... okay, we've got a few more guys coming. There'll be a few more slaves, which will help. If he does a bunch of... I don't see a lot of Imperial Geomancers, and Celestial Masters aren't very scary. So we'll see. We'll see. I feel kind of okay about all this. What else? So that's basically the move here, where we've got dudes in position to be communion slaves. What I might do, and what I want to do, what I think I will do, is on Home Slice who's coming in, we're going to bring him in with... some more... do I have... I don't have a... that's fine. We're going to bring him in with some more dude. I mean, with the lilies, which give us free communion slaves. Free, you say? Yes, free. That way, even if they magic duel our guys, we can still get our thing off. I need to get one more guy in. And the gate opener here is tricky because he's tied to like a bunch of gems. If I lose him, it would be kind of shitty. Well, you know what I can do? I think we're going to do this. I think I'm going to take... He doesn't actually need this hat. Like, I'm not really having him do any hat-related things. So I think we're going to ditch the hat. He's still going to teleport in. And what we're going to do is we're going to give the hat to somebody else. Let's go ahead and put you here at the back. I think what we're going to have this guy do... We're going to have to alchemize a ton of gems this turn, guys. I want y'all to see it just so you can feel a little bit of my pain as I do it. The death I've been able to trade pretty well for pearls, so we'll avoid doing that. I think we're going to do fire. You know, if I lose my fire globals, it's not the end of the world. Alchemy. All right, let's see. Here we go. 30, that might do it. So, okay, this guy's going to teleport in. I think what we're going to do here, I'm going to give you like 10 of them, and I'm probably going to need more gems in this. We're probably going to end up alchemizing almost all our fire, because we're going to be attacking Pelagia too this turn. God, you know what I need? I'm going to see if I have... I'm going to go make sure I've looted all of the stuff off of this world. Oh, we've still got some gear on these guys. These... We've not fully looted. We've looted a lot. We actually have some starvation issues. This guy's coming in with a bag of wine for supplies. An endless bag of wine. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take this guy here, who I don't believe has been involved in any gate openings. We're going to give him this and this, and I think we're going to give him this. And we're going to teleport him in as well. And his job will be turn 1 anti-magic, I think. And I only care if it's a... Well, I don't really care about that yet. I think we're going to just do this. I don't even care about anti-magic versus Ulm, I don't think. We're going to have a lot of communion slaves, so I feel pretty comfortable burning a little tiny bit hot. A little weensy bit hot. And we'll do a bunch of soul slaves here. And maybe we won't. We won't put him in the communion. We'll just do this. We'll put him at the back. All right, and so that's the crew that's coming in here, basically. And we're going to blow this up with Master and Slave. And that's how that's going to be. This should just absolutely blow this up. The pin gear, the pin bonus on this dude is going to be ridiculous. I mean, he's going to be at 2, 3, 5, and then he's blessed because he's a Dominion spreader. So that's going to be 6 pin. 6 pin, I don't even think this guy is putting up anti-magic. I mean, it's possible he does, but let's say even if he does, these guys, it's a check against 8, right? So if he doesn't, we're going to be doing, but with the pin gear, it's effectively like it's a check against 12, or not 12, 14. So we'll get like 60% of these guys. The wolves will get 100% even if he does anti-magic just about. These guys, we're going to get about 100% even if he does anti-magic. These guys will get a lot of them, even with anti-magic. These guys will get a third of them probably. The big scary wolves will get 100% of them. Just about. I mean, it's going to be, we'll just steal this whole army. Is basically how it's going to go. The one thing I need to be a little careful of, and I actually may adjust my formation, is they do have these sylphs, which are kind of annoying. Let's put these guys, hold an attack. I want the sylphs to deal with some of this bullshit before. Like, I want him here, I think. Yeah, just like that. And then down here, we'll put everybody up in this kind of stack over here. Just like so. Okay. And there's really no way I don't think this works. I mean, there's ways. This could come in and be something I'm not expecting, but in general, I think this should work. And then once we take this, we storm this fort, and then what's nice is this connects down here, so we can start raiding over here. We're going to actually kill Ulm. Ulm is actually pretty far extended. He's got a lot of his armies he's sent over here to Sarl, thinking somehow he can take this. I don't think there's any way this big pile of garbage takes this, unless somehow he can cheese me with a golem I'm not expecting. But even then, we've got this guy on advance and cast spells. I don't see how this works out for him. It's going to be brutal. Just brutal, brutal, brutal destruction. And next turn, we're going to have Army of Gold too, which will make it even harder for him. So, yeah, he's in some deep shit. He's probably thinking, oh, I killed this god. He's on the back foot. Oh, no, this is like when you die, motherfucker. Like, you were going to die now. What else? What else? Over here, we'll just finish talking about this. I've got this set up. He pinged it. A bunch of people pinged it. So they all know what's here. I'll show you what my army looks like in here. Well, let me show you versus the Ulmites, because you get to see what happens to these wolves with low MR. Please fight me. I want you to fight me. I want you to fight me. We're bringing in more guys over here. We've got a fair amount of Lobo Guard this turn. So we're piling them up and walking them in because we want to go ahead and siege. This actually is a really good province. It's a 5-gem province for fire gems, which I really like this game. So that's super nice. And yeah, we're going to take this. I mean, hopefully we keep... I don't think there's much he could... The nameless one, the Overlord. Oh, this is his god. Okay, hang tight, guys. Let's go look up what this is. Tools, create pretender god. I mean, there's nothing he can do. I don't think. Turn 1 earthquake, maybe? Let's see what paths are on this thing. Stupid goddamn Ulm. Overlord. So he summons a bunch of these imps to him. He's astral, fire, and blood. So maybe he could do Firestorm? Do I have Firefin going up? I need to make sure I do Warriors of Methuselah. And with Regen, I probably am okay. But he's not going to have Firestorm, and I don't think this will work. And he doesn't have much HP, actually. I think we would just murder him. Well, let's make sure we have some fire protection. That's maybe the only way we could get cheesed. Not the only way. So I also don't love that I don't have fire resistance on this guy, because we are at the time in the game when like Erythia could start flames from the sky and me. How many dudes does it say I have? This isn't a ton. This I wouldn't be like biting at the bit to flames from the sky this, but it could be effective. We're probably not in range, to be honest. Yeah, we're probably not in range. I mean, he could have a fort, like, right here. I mean, he probably has a fort here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're not really in range. With all the range boosting gear, you could hit it if he were in that fort. But we'll see. Fuck Erythia. Just being a little shitter. Anyway, if we lose it, it's not a big deal, because I can gateway another army in to defend this. But I want to make sure, I need to make sure not to lose too many of my mages, or we could be in trouble. But I think we're fine. And like I said, he's like super committed up here. Look, he's got his god, he's got some vampires. And do I have relief going? Let's check what we've got. So we've got Life After Death, Darkness, Ground Army, Master and Slave, with enough for 2 rounds. I might need a couple more, actually, for 2 rounds. We're going to have to alchemize a lot of pearls. Or gems, or whatever you call it. Okay, mass protection, mass regen. Earth power, soul sight. Now, I have Army of Gold that will negate all that. Warriors of Niflheim, fire resistance. Okay, so we've got fire resistance going up. Conservative gym use. Ground army, conservative gym use. Okay, I feel pretty confident that this would kill all of that. But it's hard to know, you know, like we could get harmonica golemed. It's hard to know all the things that could happen. That could unbalance my communion. There's a bunch of stupid shit that could happen. You know, the safer thing is to not patrol and to just let him have the PD. I mean, that would be safer by a margin. Especially considering all the bullshit that can happen. Maybe we do that. We're gonna hang tight on that. I don't need the PD to kill this army as part of it. This squad alone, well, it's pretty small actually. It's only 80 troops. It would be able to kill all this. It depends on how some of this stuff is kitted out. Yeah, I'm not totally sure. Let's think about it. Okay, what else? But anyway, Ulm's committed over here. We've got defenses set up. Whether we choose to continue patrolling or not, I'm not sure. On this front, my plan is a fewfold. One, so we have a portion of our cap army, which is pretty huge. A portion of it is rolling out down here, right? And we'll take this, and then we're going to probably come over here and take this. I've asked Satis down here if they were interested in Ulm, and they said no. They've been friendly with Ulm. They're going to go after, for some reason, Rlyeh, which doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm not in charge of playing other people's games, just mine. I have to remind myself. Ulm seems pretty juicy. I need to ask Gartha how things are going with... They're getting attacked by 4th Age Phalegra. I have opened up a line with the Great Errata, who's starting to spam out their Sacred Ghosts. And I was like, hey, dude, what's your interest level in going after Ulm? I expect he's not going to be very interested, but whatever. If he's not going to help me, if he's just going to sit here, we're going to kill Ulm, then we're going to kill Nabah, and then we're probably going to have to come kill him. We're going to take this course of action, because Ulm is being unfriendly and nobody else is going to help me with him, is probably going to force me to take over the planet, which isn't something I really wanted to do. Like I told Ulm, I was happy to be long-term friends, and then Ulm starts calling for people to attack me. Yeah. So the plan, there's a few things. One, I need to use this army to take this stuff out, because you can see he's pushed a lot of his stuff forward, because he's getting greedy and vulturing, and we're going to hit him in the back. The problem with hitting him in the back is this position's exposed to Erythia. And Erythia, especially if we're attacking Pelagia too, will be like, oh, I guess I finally have to help. And so he's going to come in, and then we're going to come out and kill him. But we're going to gateway a big-ass army in. The army that I want to gateway in is the army over here. And I've got somebody who I can't teleport the cap-only mages there in one turn, so it takes 2 turns. I teleported him here last turn, and then this next turn we're going to teleport him over here. And then he has to gateway down here, but he can't gateway in 1 turn either. He'd have to gateway in 2 turns, but I finally sucked it up and made an Arcane Lens this turn. So with the Arcane Lens, he should be able to actually gateway all the way down here and bring a big-ass army. And that big-ass army, with all the stuff we're going to have, should be able to absolutely mess up Erythia if he chooses to invade. So this army is going to be coming down and reinforcing this position. I'm going to take this army and use it like I stole it, and we're going to go sit on top of this fort. Well, we're going to raid here and sit on top of this fort with this army. And I might try to just lock this down, but we'll see. We're going to raid here and here. So this army is going to be basically a blob of these dudes with these guys on the flanks. Probably forward flanks would be better. And they're going to have quickness, and then we're going to come plow in. This army is going to be a smaller contingent of Meteorite Guard We're going to have this guy doing quickening on them, which will make them all really fast. We're going to have these guys making them all ethereal. And then we're going to be doing a small soul slate communion. And so that should work pretty gosh darn good. And I imagine there's a vampire here or something, which will kill. So we're going to hit that. This province I'm hitting with Julian, which, there's a chance he dies, but I think he'll be fine. So we're going to hit this one. This province, I don't really have anybody to hit this yet. What would actually be a pretty good solution, I think, is to send in Home Slice, because he's not a magic being. He can be, banished or whatever, but, he's pretty high astral. I can put on him a thing of anti-magic, and then we can kit him out like this, and then give him... Did we already give him a miscellaneous? Yeah. We give him a couple gems here. And he'd have 27 protection, and then with a shield and a flesh eater. Well, he probably doesn't need a flesh eater. Yeah, I mean, with this, he would probably chew these guys up. So I think with this setup, we just do something like this. We Tower of the Spheres, Soul Vortex, or no, probably Invulnerability. Oh wait, but this is the place where they may have Iron Blizzard. So this other item, I mean, they'll banish me too, but this other item needs to be this. And there's a chance that this Silk will kill some of the mages. So he jumps in. Okay, so Power of the Spheres, Invulnerability, Invulnerability, Soul Vortex, Ghost Form, Resist Magic. And he should be able to get through this script, I think. And I think our MR will be high enough that banishment and stuff shouldn't be too effective. What would be ideal is if I had a stealthy priest here too, for whatever reason, so that I could... Oh, he has Water Path too, doesn't he? Quickness might be really good here, because I kind of don't want to eat a ton of banishment. What do I have here that I can get rid of to do... Like, I'm not actually very worried about normal attacks. I don't think Invulnerability is actually that needed. That'll save me a gem. Soul Vortex is nice. Resist Magic, then we'll do Ghost Form. Then we'll do Quicken Self, and then attack closest. And we'll be, with Soul Vortex and stuff, the fatigue and stuff shouldn't matter. Put them at the back. I think this will work. Let's test it real quick, because we're here. And I told y'all this would be a super long episode. And I'm not lying. I don't think I have a test game versus Ulm. Let's make one. Oh, we can probably see what their bless is. Let's go do that before we make a test game. That way, if it matters. Wait, how did he get vampires, I wonder? Because the death isn't on his god. And we saw the bless here. Poison resistance. Oh my god, my eyes hurt. Poison resistance, fire resistance, magic resistance, penetration bonus, undying 8. Is that thing like a rainbow? Dark vision? Poison resistance 10, fire resistance 10, magic resistance, pin bonus, undying, HP 3, dark vision. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Okay, let's do... Wait, whoops. I gotta get the test game stuff done. Put on the debug mod. Okay, let's take a look, boys. Let's open her up. Let's see how this happens. Game is freezing. Don't worry. We're professionals here. A Rlyeh Ulm test. Okay. Here we go. New Rlyeh. New Ulm. like so. And let's see. So wait, this is for who? For Ulm. So for Ulm, we'll get this dude. How much does he cost? 180? Okay, that's sort of expensive. How much are new pass? 20 points. Okay, so not that expensive. I don't think he had air. He had nature, blood. So he had major poison resistance. He had pin. He had magic resistance. So he has one more MR. He's got, what was the other thing? Low light vision. I don't remember what he had for blood. Well, we know he had fire resistance. I don't know what he didn't have more than 10. And I don't think he had attack skill. We already do death. He had 4 death. So death he had undying, and I think a bit of undead command. Something like that. I think this was only 3. Oh, and I think this was 3 HP, is what it was. And he had another fire point. Maybe he just did morale or something. Okay, so let's say this is it. I think he's heat. Seems fine. Okay, and then for us, we will pick the Everwise Bubbles. All right, now I'm going to need to research Thaumaturgy for this, I think. And Alteration some too. We're going to need to make some more of these guys. Ulm, this is his god. And make a bunch of imps every turn. We'll have you make some more debug senseis too. Oh. And at home, let's make these, because really the test is how we're going to do against those thingamabobs. All right. So we've got some of these guys. I've got some of these guys. Let's make sure we research. We'll make sure we have evocation research kind of high, because we know he has at least Iron Blizzard. Okay, and the stress test will be a bit harder. We'll do it against 5 instead of 3, in case there's more show up or whatever. And we'll have you do Twiceborn. And we'll have you Suicide. Okay. Perfect. And then here, let's make the kit for you, which I think was not very fancy. I think it was a stinger. And here we had some kind of shield. I don't even remember. Was it this? It might have been this. I don't think it was. I think we put that on Julian. I think we had the Astral Shield one. 1 second. Okay. So we should have researched a bunch. Let's make sure we have evocation. I know Thom. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's make the gear. So we've got this shield, the Mind Shield. We've got a Stinger. I think I just gave him a Horror Helmet. And then he had Armor of Knights. And then we had some Reinvigoration Boots. And then in the other slots, we had Please Don't Go Crazy Amulet. Where are you? And I think we said the other thing we would probably need was this. Okay, and it says 7 Black Priest. There's not 7. Okay, we've got this dude. Iron Will. Yeah, okay, fine. And then, ideally, we wouldn't have that. Okay, and so the script here is going to be Power of the Spheres, Soul Vortex, Ghost Form. Do we not have it? We don't have it researched. Okay, Ghost Form. And then what? We had Resist Magic, that Banishment, and then we had Quickness. Okay, we're going to send him in here, and then we're going to give Ulm a bit of PD. Probably all I would expect. And then we'll have these guys just on advance and cast spells. And let's see how this goes. Okay, I don't even think, I mean, we barely got hit. Okay, I'd say that's pretty safe. It's safe enough I'm willing to roll the dice. So that's where we're sending this guy. Fuck Ulm. Okay. So we're attacking here, or I'm sorry, here, and here, and here, and here. This army I need to split up, but we're probably going to attack here and here, because this will also cut off a retreat route. We're going to be reinforcing this next turn. We might as well attack both of these, and then I'll go on top of one, but we're going to kill Ulm now. If everything goes according to plan, he's going to start raiding on... We're going to take all this stuff from him, too. So this... I need to figure out how we're going to do it, but this army... We're just taking Dreamers and stuff up here. I don't think I can load up anymore. No. So I need to take a contingent of dudes, and it's probably going to be some of these guys. I'm probably going to keep the Meteorite Guard here, and probably just bring some magic critters out with 6 of these guys. Like this. Okay. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And we bring these guys down here, and we'll script them like this. And that should work. These guys back here. I might switch some of them to Guard Commander later, but anyway. Something like this. And we'll go ahead and protect these guys. We'll do Twist Fate turn 1, and we'll do Personal Luck turn 1. And that will make them, the Communion Slaves, at least pretty hard to kill. We'll put the Communion Slaves on the side. That way they're going to be harder to kill than the Masters. So that should be fine. So I guess if we're really mouth-breathing tryhards, we can put one in front, one behind, have 4 in each direction. That way they're, you know, they're going to get hit first. I feel okay about that. So these guys are going to come over here and hit this next turn. And, I mean, Krieg's basically dead. I have to check with him, make sure it's cool. But, I mean, he's getting raided by Ulm. It's not going to play like that. I'd like to be mind hunting, too. I don't think I have enough stuff to do that. So we about have the Ulm stuff taken care of. We're storming this fort. I don't feel comfortable storming this fort yet. I've got somebody else coming in to do mass flight and mass protection and stuff, which I think, honestly, I'm going to need to execute this fight well, because it's going to be a fort with 1,000 archers in it. We should already have Arrowfin going off turn 1, and with mass protection, we should be fine. And I think we have Firefin going off too, so it's not going to be that scary, but I'm just going to be a little safe here. This fort, I don't think anything is inside, so we are going to storm it. And we've got, you know, this army coming in here too. So we're going to do that. Oh, we had a bump with the elves. I didn't show y'all all the battles. This is what happens when an elf army runs into Rlyeh. Anyway, they're going to be moving. If these guys want to attack me, that's fine. I don't have a nap with the elves, but we have an understanding that peace is in our interest. I think he's about to attack, and I don't know if it's started yet, the squids. And so anyway, that's about, well, we'll finish this part of the turn. Let's do this part. So we're going to have reinforcements coming in. Got a bunch of gelatinous cubes, which will tear my whatever guards a new one. So we need to raid here, and we need to raid... Let's see what we have left here. No mages with troops. We've got dreamers. A fair number of dreamers here, which I need to move out. Otherwise, not really any troops. So this place, it's really a question of how many can this one place raid. And the answer is probably not a ton, but probably not a tiny amount either. So, by the way, I have 1 million people. It took me like 20 minutes to get all of my priests on Call God. I probably overkilled it a little bit, but it's the world we live in. I think we're only going to do 20. So we're going to take this guy, False Prophet, and a contingent of a few loyal idiots, and some chaff to support them. And we're going to run them up here. And this will be one raiding squad. And I think how we're going to do it, I'm going to put these guys in the back, put these guys on attack closest. And we're just going to basically fire off a communion here. And we just put them all back here like this. These guys are combat speed 6. These are 5. So they're actually not much faster. I might get some chaff. I think we're going to get some chaff here too, just to do guard commander on some of these guys in case, you know, we get a little flanked or something. We're just going to have like 5 of these guys here. 2 commanders, and that will give us enough. Guard commander, we're probably fine. And then we just move these guys back, get them in position. These guys are going to help prevent an HP rout, which would be kind of nice. The problem I may have is this guy, if he goes insane, we could have a bit of a problem. Hold an attack closest. Should be okay. We attack here with these guys. Which one's worth more? This one's going to be worth a lot more income. And this one I can also potentially consolidate more troops on, and it's going to cut off a retreat route. So I think we're actually going to leave this, and we're going to put a big stack on top of this. And we've got these guys here. And actually, I need to get these guys in combat to kill them off, potentially, because, you know, they're not terribly useful. He's got wolves and corpse constructs. Storming the fort. This one, if I actually want to storm the fort, I'm going to need gems. I'm not going to need gems for the main fight, though. But we're going to bring, for this one, let's start getting our crew together. Right, so it's going to be this guy. We're going to bring a Darkness Caster. We're going to bring 8 slaves. We're going to bring 1 Mass Protection and Mass Regen Caster. I'll also have Army of Gold next turn. I might bring a... No, this is probably fine. Do I have another... I want to make sure I have 1 Earth guy here to man the gates. Okay, so I think we bring all these guys over here. Who am I recruiting? I don't think we actually need this. I think what I actually need is more of these guys. And Lobo Guard are magic beings, so we can actually put them on mages if we need to bring them on shore. I think this guy's going to research. We're not doing any patrolling here. And then Home Slice is coming. We're going to give him some nature gems. Oh, I should have a cornucopia I can give him. Never mind. Oh, here's one. give him a little bit of armor since he's got that gear on him. And yeah, he's going to come over here. And I need to get more... Our siege strength here is not enough to one turn pop this, even if we brought everybody. We're not going to bring quite everybody. But we're going to bring a lot of people. I should look to see if I can gateway. It would be nice this turn so that Erythia doesn't feel like they can attack. Fuck Erythia. All right. All right, so now we've got a much more fearsome force. Now, I do want to have these guys with quickness on them. So I'm going to put them at the back, hold an attack close rear. Hold an attack closest. I'll have these guys right here. And then we're going to put these guys... Well, let's see if we can split these. Have them on guard commander. I'll put them back here, probably. Now, Ulm can do How pretty easily. Okay. So, fire closest. All right, so the plan, we're going to do mass protection here. I think I'm also not going to patrol over here. I think this is a mistake, patrolling over here. I think I just give up the fact that I put 40 PD here. It's not even that much. It's like 1,000 gold or something. I think we're going to have everybody here research. We're going to have them all research. And I also want to preach. Have all of these guys preach. And my research is huge. I don't really need it, but I can still spend a lot of mage turns and hit Alt 9 this turn. And we're getting to the point, now that I've hit Alt 9, I mean, there's stuff I still want, but it's a little bit diminishing returns. The better bang for my buck is killing people before they catch up in research. Okay. This seems fine. This is starting to seem okay. We gotta get... Which I don't really have that many. I think it has to be this guy. Wait, what did I click on here? Why are there multiple people popping up? Okay. The lag is pretty intense, guys, as you can see. All right, we're having you come, and your job is going to be... Your job is going to be to quickness my behemoths back here. Like so. So your job, you're going to stand right here. These guys are going to be on hold and attack. Okay, your job is to stand right here and to do quickening. And then conservative chimneys. Okay, perfect. And let's get these guys set up. I want an 8 communion. So 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. The rest are going to be masters. And this guy will be able to do darkness. Okay, he should have enough to do it a couple times. We'll give him 12. And we'll script him to do life after death the next time. That way if we run into unexpected resistance, we'll be okay. Oh wait, this guy, what is he? Oh, I actually want him to come in and do... I don't actually need these water gems on him. He's going to come in and just do summon earth power to keep the communion a little not so fatigued out. And... No, you know what? He can go ahead and do quickening. What's the range on it? Okay, that'll be fine. So we'll give him a couple gems for that. We'll put him right here. We'll put him right here. We'll put these guys back on top of him in case there's some imps or something that come out at the beginning. That seems pretty good to me. And then we're going to have a boatload of dudes that are spawning this turn that'll help crack these forts. And we're going to have stolen this whole army, which can, if we want to, sail over here and take this. We're going to have raided this and this. We're going to be attacking this with a pretty minimal squad of dudes. We're going to be attacking these with pretty minimal squads of dudes. Oh, I mean, small communions. It's going to be very hard for him to cheese. This is a little... Oh, we're all going to be ethereal. Yeah, there's no way the wolves are going to kill him. This is going to have a death mage here at least, so that'll be a little tricky. I'm also planning on, I think I mentioned this, Earth or Wizard Towering this. But yeah, we're going to wipe them off the map, is the plan. Now, the other thing I have to do, and you can see how this turn is so goddamn complicated. We're going to take, first of all, the first complicated part is just deciding what you're going to do. Like, am I going to attack home? I've spent a lot of time thinking about that. And once you decide it, then you're like, okay, I've got to do it. But the thing is, I'm not only doing that, I'm also going to start this war with Pelagia this turn. Because these guys are just trying to, like, almost just vulturing before he attacks me. Fuck no. Fuck no. Time to go, boys. We've got a massive tech advantage. These guys are without a doubt going to attack me. Yeah, it's game time. We're going to go send a huge-ass army on top of this. We're going to go send a huge-ass army right here, and we're going to go cap Pelagia. It's going to be freaking beautiful. It's going to be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. So pretty good. Now, to cap Pelagia, I would like to send a thug in here underwater, too. I don't know if I have anybody. Like, maybe one of these guys can build temple. I could maybe kit this guy out to do it. It's a little hard to thug underwater. I'd need region gear, maybe. I'm not even sure. Water elemental spam, maybe? I'll have to see in a test game what would happen. But, okay, we're going to try it. Because we're here, we're talking about it. The Ulm stuff is basically done. Well, not basically done. I've got to take my cap army and move it out. And we're going to move it here, and I'm going to consolidate some of the mages that are here into that army, because I don't have a ton of mages in my capital. And then these guys are going to come up here, and then we're just going to kill this. And I don't think they're going to have much to say about it. What would be great is if this guy could be in range. No, he's not. But you know, if he's going to be in range, I need to move him this turn. So maybe we move him up here this turn, and then next turn he can cloud trap these down here and join up with the army. Because I want to have like Erythia and Fog Warriors or Mass Flight, depending on what I need to kill this. But yeah, I'm going to take a big portion of these dudes, roll them out, and we're going to come over here and kick Ulm out of Mictlan. So that is the plan. I don't know how much I can keep talking. It's an hour and 13 minutes. I'm kind of getting worn out of just talking. But I got to finish this turn. The good news is this army's already basically scripted to fight Pelagia. Oh my god, Eru's getting huge. Eru's getting huge. I need to ask Vedheim what they're planning on next. And I need to figure this out, what Vedheim and Midgard are doing. If they killed the elves, that would be perfect for me, because I'm happy to have Nick Knight, who's playing the elves, be a big scary power. They're already number 2 in gym income. But I would also kind of rather he get beaten down. But anyway, I want to see what they're planning. I want to make sure it's not coming after me, too. But just if he's busy with competent, difficult threats, the nice thing about that is I don't have to worry about him backstabbing me. Because if he comes after me in addition to Pelagia and Erythia and Ulm, that would actually be kind of tricky. Okay, we'll have you come over here. Getting mages here. Oh no, we're getting these guys. I forget, we don't need that. We just need mages. Okay. What's the magic leadership? 50? Magic leadership of these guys is 20. Okay, we'll get the good mages here at least. So, okay, yeah. The good thing about attacking Pelagia is this army is basically already scripted. We've got the fort finishing this turn too, which is kind of nice. Though I'm not sure my fort PD is better than Indy PD. But basically, we just get to take all these idiots and then send them south. And if we have somebody to cast Master and Slave, and I give them the full pin gear, which I will, we're sending them out, and I give them enough gems that they can cast it at the start of combat each round, we'll be in a good way. Especially if I can turn... Well, it won't be turn 1. They'll still be able to get off anti-magic first. So I think I don't worry about that so much. But yeah, I think we just roll in with a big fucking pile of mages. Lock this army in the fort. We have enough to storm it, and then they can basically do 2 fights. They can do a gym bait fight on the outside and then a bait on the inside, and then somebody can gym bait me from another thing. But that's going to be one nice thing about going after Pelagian Elm at the same time. You know, is Erythia can fuck with one army maybe, but he's not going to fuck with all my armies, I don't think. Anyway, fuck these guys. If it doesn't work, then I'll be forced to kind of make amends. But probably not. I'm probably going to fight these guys till they're dead. Or I'm dead. It's going to be hard to kill me, though. I don't think I have any way to get over there to the squid. Yeah, not really. I kind of would like to have an army over here come and reinforce this, because we're going to take not all this. Let's just look at the siege strength. All right, so the siege strength here is 400. The fort here is 250. With probably 200 dudes inside, which is going to count like about 50 dudes probably. So it's probably like 300 that I have to break about, or probably like 350. So I'm going to need to bring almost everybody. We'll bring reinforcements behind, but I'm probably going to have to move out basically this entire army. Everything that's not chaff is going to be coming, and that's not insane. Because I probably need 350 to break it. To break it cleanly. This squad is going to come down here and hit this up. I don't have anybody... So let's go do that. Let's go look at... Because I think we're mostly done with Ulm. 22 hours left. Oh my god. Do I have enough time? Let's go look at Pelagia now. Now that we're done with Ulm. So the question is, can we come up with a very budget kit on an Earth random to go jump on top of Pelagia's capital reliably? Don't know if I have any of these randoms. Here's the answer is no. All right, let's start getting some. All right, what did we roll? We got an Earth 2. That's probably a little too good. Okay, an Earth 1. Perfect. So, you know, we didn't have a lot of gear options. I'll just point that out. Let's go ahead and make an Armor of the Knights, which we'd probably use. Probably one of these. I think I had, like, this shield, the slime shield, and then they don't wear boot. Let's give them maybe this, in case there's frozen heart spam or something. And I don't think we had a ton of gear left. I think I had a Girdle of Might, which will probably help. Okay. Now the question is, can Home Slice make it? Kill these idiots. All right, teleport. Oh, I need to make sure we didn't PD dump the capital. Okay, we didn't. Now there's no reason he has to patrol. Unless he's just really smart. Unless he's just super duper smart and he knows I'm coming for him. But I have no idea what's inside, but I honestly don't care. Not with the army I have, and not with the tech lead I have. Army of Gold, Enter the Void, Mass Regen. There's nothing he's going to be able to do, I don't think, to win a fight. Shark Attack. Ain't nothing. All right, Home Slice, where you at? All right, so here's the script, Home Slice. We're going to do Summon Earth Power, Iron Skin, Temper Flesh, Quicken Self, Body Ethereal, Attack Closest, okay? And if this don't win, I won't be that surprised, to be completely honest about it. They're gonna have cav and stuff. We're not gonna get a long time to buff. I don't have poison resistance. That's another problem. It's gonna give me a lot of morale checks. Getting a shit ton of poison damage. It's not gonna end well. This cold blast, by the way, doesn't work underwater. Cast underwater. Okay, let's try it again. So that's the wrong one. Let's go back and check what gear I have. Because I'm not sure. I am not sure. This is going to be one of those turns that's either going to like make or break me. All right. I need poison resistance. That's one thing we're going to need. Have I started kitting this guy out? This is the guy that would go. Poison resistance, where are you at? I don't really have any way to get poison resistance right now. None of my gear gives poison resistance, and these guys do not have it built in. The other option is take some water gear. Oh no, this guy's the other option. This guy's the other option. I honestly don't even care if they steal this dude. I think we just script him to retreat. Because this is the other option. If I don't want him to get stolen, we just have him retreat and put him at the back. Yeah, he'll run, but that'll be it. I don't know how long it would take him to get off. And it might be worth it. Well, it's going to be a lot of pin. We're also trying to patrol here. We weren't patrolling before, which is kind of a mistake. We're also making a... Over here, I want to start making the magic mines or whatever, but we're making a mirror of false impressions, because we're about to get, as soon as I can get my wish caster up, we're about to get the royal couple, or the first couple. Okay. But anyway, what this means we can do now is we're not going to need the fish on him. I need to make sure we're in range of the capital, which I'm pretty sure we are. Which is a little weird because you wouldn't necessarily think it, but I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, we're just in range. So with this, I can pull off some more water gear. You don't need this. And, you know, we give this to you in a bottle of water. And like 10 water gems. And we send you on top of the capital. This is the play, boys. Right? And I don't know what he's got in his capital. We're flying blind. But this is basically just, you know, we're basically just being disrespectful to him. It would be cool if I could gateway. How much more is it? Oh, I can't gateway. Oh, we could astral travel. Oh, just need a booster. That'd be so cool to bring these guys to combat. That would really help, I think. Because these guys have the life drain attacks and mind blasts. I don't think it's worth it. I think this is like a... event, you know, some special project I don't need. Anyway, so he's going to come in. He's going to have the bottle of water, which will hopefully distract the round 1 people charging in. So then he can do summon water power, and then just drop a boatload of these water elementals. And he'll be astral. I mean, he'll be water 6. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But there's a very good chance it works. I mean, we can test it out real quick. Who is this guy? The Aboleth? Let's go test it real quick. Pretty sure this will work. Rlyeh Pelagia test. Okay. But yeah, I think without poison resistance gear, we're not going to be able to thug this normally. So, let's see. Do we have the Aboleth by any chance? Have you arrived? Have you Erythia? Don't think so. So, okay, let's wish for him. Okay, and then we'll divine name him. And I don't know if we get... Okay, it is the hero. I didn't know if we got the hero or not. And let's just see how this plays out. We'll make the items he normally has, or that we gave him, which are this, and the thing of returning. Okay. And let's see how he does. I think this will be an absolute stomp, is what I think. But, you know, Pelagia could have more PD, a bunch of things. He could go sideways real fast. But we'll see how it goes. If it goes how I think it will, or if it doesn't. Okay, and then we're going to teleport you right over here. Yoink. God, that didn't work. Gotta be shitting me. How does that not work? I hate how they just ignore elementals and run past them. This guy doesn't have... I mean, the other thing that would be super ballsy is we risk losing him. We do something like give him one of these. Let's see how risky this is. All right, so here's what I'm thinking, guys. Quicken Self. Okay, so here we go. Power the Spheres. No, we just go full thug. Quicken Self, Body Ethereal. Maybe like this? Does not appear that worked. I only went to round 6. Nobody ran that goddamn poison damage. I don't have anything to deal with it. He's probably gonna die. Oh no, he retreated. Okay. Goddamn poison damage. I don't have a way to deal with it. I literally have no way. I have no way. Okay, there are ways. There are ways. I'll show you some of the ways. But it would involve using a different unit, which I kind of didn't want to, but I kind of may need to now, if this is our plan. It involves this. One second. Hang tight. Hang tight. Let's make a Ring of Wizardry here, and then let's make our kit of... Oh, I don't have good weapons. We'll get one of these. And then I can't remember what weapons I have in stock. It's probably just a bunch of steaming hot garbage. I think I have a flesh eater. That'll be good. A stinger I think I might have. I don't know. A bunch of random shit. And then an amulet of anti-magic in case something bad's here. So here's the play. Here's the play. We send Home Slice in with this, and he's given my original script. All right, which is summon water power. Okay, and this should work. And we're going to teleport him on top. Oh, wait, he has to wait. We've got to wait one turn. Okay, and then it's an insane octopus. Shit, we're going to have to wait a turn. Please don't be insane. Okay, perfect. And then we give this guy all the gear. And he... How... Okay, well, he has nature, so he can do resist poison. So, okay, here we're going to go... enchantment. Is it alteration? I thought it was enchantment. Okay, I was in the wrong menu. Poison resistance, quicken self. What's my protection? Natural protection 10. Quicken self. Ice shield attack closest. I think this is the thing. We put him up in front. We teleport him in. Or we water move him in, which I think I'm in range, but I'm actually not sure. If we're not in range, we're not in range. But it'll be fun just to see if this will work. Doesn't look like it worked. Oh, wait, shit. I'll have these guys move out. Go back to... We'll try 30 PD here, see if it works. Get us a bit of a margin. All right, let's see how this goes. Some of this isn't realistic because I have these dudes with him. Oh, they killed the thing already. Yeah, okay, fuck that. I think we just doom stack into them. Alright, so I mean, we could maybe send Julian. I mean, Julian could take it. Maybe that's the better use for him. Those guys are not going to have much to say to Julian, because I think he also has poison resistance. I mean, or I could send this guy. He's got poison resistance. Julian, no poison resistance. Shit. Give him a hat. Okay, let's stop that. We may choose to send him there, but I'm not thinking we will. It's just risky. I don't have a retreat route either. The other thing that would be kind of Jedi if I weren't spread thin is I could magic phase this fort so he won't even see the army moving in. And then we drop the army on top of New Pelagia. Same turn we storm this with a thug. That would be pretty clever. There's a lot I need to do this really cleanly. And some of it can be done. Some of it can be done. Anyway, I think I'm done recording for now, guys. It's been a long time, but you can see the angst and the difficulty of managing this many conflicts at the same time. And always looming in the background is Erythia's godlike. magic phasing on me and stealing all my shit. But I'm also fighting, it's a stupid situation in a way, because I'm fighting this thing, and it's like, okay, if I actually win the war that I'm fighting, then other people are going to attack me. But I don't care. In this case, a lot of times I would care. In this case, I don't care. In this case, I have a huge tech advantage. We've got Lord Rlyeh, which is like my get out of jail free card. And then soon, hopefully, we'll have those first couple. So we'll see. So we will see. But yeah, Wizard Towering this will be super nice. Then I can claim it. I can start releasing power with my god, maybe. Lord Rlyeh, when I'm not using him, I'm not going to just use him randomly. I'm going to use him as a trump card. He's going to help me get Robe of the Magi. I probably have to air empower him. But yeah, we're going to murder. Get wrecked. I wonder if he can get his dragon through here and up here. His dragon would have to be underwater. I think it is. Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's it. I've obviously got a lot more work to do left on the turn, but we'll see how it all plays out. So I'll see you next time.